Hi everybody, welcome back to Life After the Woods, episode 44 with me, Sid, and I have been back to the end a little bit. I did do some experimentation, which I'm going to come back to this in a moment. So, my first thought was a fairly simple idea, and that was that instead of putting a large crate on the back of this thing containing, all of the various bits and pieces that the system needed to run this lot. This has been sat here running for a while as well, so that's all good. Why not try putting an ender chest on the back and an ender chest there, and so as this created cobble, it would appear in there. Did not work. I think it's because this thing as a whole becomes an entity when it's assembled, and the chest therefore doesn't function anymore. So had to go back to this design, but that's fine, because I then thought, well, one of the things I want to do is when I'm out exploring, especially with the new end, I want to chop down some of these big old trees with the amazing stuff in them and get lots of materials. So what happens if I put one of those ender chests on a hopper chain and then feed it into a couple of these via a pouch? So that is what I did. I put that over here, and it worked okay. Nothing to complain about here. So that was kind of the thoughts I had about this. Now, then my thought was simply this. What I would actually like to do is, for starters, I'd like to move this and this, and I'd like to go back to having somewhere about a table there with, well, maybe we lose one of those, we'll pop that back there so it's doing its thing. This thing here, I can't remember whether I have got that, so that's fine. We'll move you over. I don't know where to put you, actually. That's really awkward. Hang on, let me... No. Let's try that. That's still my chest for rubbish. That's still okay. This is all good. So then it kind of got to thinking, well, how do I go about running this chest, which is one of these, and I've got all sorts of crap in my inventory, and it occurred to me that the ender chests themselves function as chunk loaders. So as long as the ender chest is in the same chunk as the cobble generator should continue to run. What I am not 100% sure on, let me just quickly sleep, is how that will relate if the power is outside the edge. Yep, we're all good. So let me have a look. F3B. No. F3C. No. Hang on. What's the boundaries commands? Let's have a look. Does it give me any clue on the F3 hoofers? I could try F9, I suppose. It doesn't do that. I can't remember what the chunk bound. I mean, surely it would be C or B, but alright, well, we'll do it the hard way then. So we know this is in 16, that's 0, 15. So that's all good up, right up until... So that's all in that chunk boundary. And I think we said this was the point where it goes. That's 15, 15. So if I come over here until I hit 0, which is partly why I want to know where my hang on, wrong button, let me get that one off. So this gives us an area that we need to work in. I've got my path comes down there. So my thought was to start off with, let's pop down a piece of dirt, get, don't know which this is, that's not the one I wanted, okay, that's fine, that one, then that one, then that one, then that one, then that one. Yeah, and this is going to hurt a wee bit going down, but that's fine. And then we can come off of this, like a so. That's all fine. And then I need to get back up there. Well, I've got a cement stone, that'll do the trick. And we can place this on the top. So now this chunk that we've highlighted here is going to be loaded all the time, which means it doesn't matter what I'm doing, because of that ender chest, this will be loaded. However, this doesn't really help me get my stuff down from the chest once these are full. How do I get this into my storeroom and then start pulling stuff out? And this is where a second ender chest comes in, but it occurred, my original thought was stick a hopper under that, but then that would be twice as high because we would basically be cascading down, and I'm sure I must have other things available. Now what have I got? We've got item pipes. It's disabled, so I'd need to enable it if that's not really what I want to do, is it? I mean, I suppose let's just daisy chain these down then, and then they'll still be okay. So if we go like that and then there, that should do, shouldn't it? I mean, it's not going to be, oops, hello. How typical. I put away the tool that I need to break them. Right, you, and then we'll go to you, and then you, and then go to you, and then you, and then go to you. Perfect. And then here at the bottom, we are going to create a new ender chest. Boop, 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 boop. What am I missing? Ender pearl. And we are going to pop you there. We're going to wire you up to purple. 1, 2, 3, because purple is my colour after all. Pop you there, and that will start filling up from the chest above it. It's not going to be fast, it doesn't have to be. It just has to be easier than that, and it will keep this thing running while I'm in here. So armed with that, we can now go back downstairs and take the last, because I made 2 ender chests when I made the attempt to automatically supply the the bridge builder with cobble, and so therefore I have a spare ender chest which is over here and is just ready to be re-dyed to purple, which means it's now building up its stuff, which we can take you, and you can come over here and just be the means of bringing all of that stuff down. I don't need to carry any of those chests around. All I do is just stick some of that away. All I do is send it back, not like that, with the ender pouch. Sounds like a perfect solution to me. However, I don't want to play with that today. What I want to play with today is, well, I would like to play in the ender bit, but I don't want to become end-centric because... Hi Eric, how you doing? What's that there? I need to find some more lobsters. And what I would actually like to do is I'd like to get myself back into the Nether and try and use the tunnel bore there to do some things. Now this thing will need to be covered up. I will probably do something similar with polished deep slate just to hide the entire thing. It doesn't even need to be accessible like this, although I may put like little trapdoors in at the either side so we can just come in and go, oh, what's in that one? Blah, blah, blah. I'll think about that one. However, what I do want is mass of this. That should probably be enough. Let's go. I'm going to go down to get to the tunnel bore and we're going to reconfigure it to make the tunnel out of cobble and not anything else. And I think I will probably burn all of that glow stuff. So yeah, be back in a mo. Alright, we are off to the Nether. I have modified it. I've got it using netherrack, cobblestone, of which I've supplied a great deal of cobblestone, and dull stone, because I, rather than burn all of that dull stone, I crafted it into blocks, because, you know, might as well, eh? I should have, I have a potion of fire resistance, which is handy, and I believe at least one of my armor pieces has fire resistance as well, so we should be good to head to the Nether, chuck the tunnel bore into the ground, and go and try and get myself a whole load of netherite. Now what I have done is I took all of the coal out bar 32, so it can't run too long before it runs out of fuel. That seems to me to be a way of limiting the damage that it can do to me, because if it gets stuck and breaks and does like it did last time, that could just be depressing. So level 14, which is the level by all accounts, it is the level that you should go at. And where did I run it last time? I think it might have been that way. Just call me cynical. I need to get these bloody things off as well, don't I? Is that Optifine that does that? Alright, I'm going to go and sort that out first, because that needs to go. It really makes seeing anything... Whoa! I really need to look where I'm jumping. Anything in the Nether awkward. It's just unpleasant. And then you end up running down a tunnel that looks like this, which is even worse. Back in a moment. Alright, I've got it down. Oh, fan. I don't know how much that... I really do need to just test that out, you know. So it's down. I did prop it back up and I've basically what I did is I went through down there and I took out a lot of the things, so we've now got a lot more netherrack in there. This should be able to go for a reasonable length of time, but it only has 30 coal in it, which means that it should, when it gets going, I do need to place down that, don't I? Otherwise that's going to fail. Yeah. No! Why? Why you do? What happened there? Oh, I think I remember what happened here. Okay, not a problem. Let me pick you back up. Just get myself the space to do this again. Let's lay down a... Whoa. I really need to be more careful. I'm going to kill myself at this rate doing this. Right, now let's try this one more time, shall we, with feeling. Let's just put 3 down. Let's get you down on the middle. That should be fine. I don't think it will have broken anything. Grab a piece of coal. I think I need to bring this all back a whole 1. I think that is 1 too many forward. But that would involve some fairly... Well, actually no, it's not the worst remodelling, but... It appears to be... Okay. I say, it's only got 32 coal. It can't keep going forever. So that is a thing. What we want to do is get on the roof. Oh, and we're already into unpleasantness. This is where the issues, you know, why you have this tunnel, or build this little interior tunnel, because what we actually want it to do is, yeah, we're still under lava here, so, you know, needless to say, do not want to go breaking out. Oh! No, you don't, Mr. Lava. Ah! Oh, yes, you do. Alright, alright. I've got a fire resistance potion, and I'm wearing fire resistance armour, so that should. Now, the problem with that is it does mean that I can't see what's going on in the roof. Should it unearth any, you know, debris? But this is just hammering along. This is doing quite... Hey, hello. No, no, no. Yeah, that's just... Anyway, well, let's... Picks and netherrack when they get too good. Always. I mean, it's a bit of a hashtag first world, but you know. Oh man, it is really having a go at this. I don't know how much 30 blocks of coal will get it, but it certainly doesn't seem to expose a lot of debris on the ceiling. Oh, and now I can just hitch a ride, which in a normal tunnel bore is semi-dangerous. In this tunnel bore, probably lethal, but oh well, we'll get off the moment I see any lava. All good fun. Well, this seems to be all netherrack, so I don't think we've even started on the cobblestone yet. So with a little bit of luck, we will definitely run out of, well, with a little bit of luck, we'll run out of coal before we run out of building materials and end up with this falling off and falling to its doom. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes. Right now, we've got a big old thing going on, and yeah, see what it does. Back in a moment. So it turns out that 30 coal is a lot. I've had to stop it. It is just, it's non-stop, this thing. I don't know how much coal it's gone through, but I've been here for, I don't even know, I've lost track of time. I've lost all track of all will to live on this one. It's seriously a lot. Oh, I did not want to do it that way. Okay, does not matter. I don't think we can, I think we can get away with, ow. That got me a bloody thing in the face, didn't it? Okay, let's have a look. Okay, we've got a lot of dull rocks. More dull rocks. There's a little bit of debris there. A lot more dull rocks. Still got plenty of cobblestone left because we've got lots of netherrack. Did we only really get 4 debris? I mean, that is a little bit pathetic. I mean, there's possibly these two I found going through the other elements, the other side of the hoofer. So yeah, not. Oh, well, that was a mistake, wasn't it? Yes, it was. Of course, it was. So we need to do that. We're going to do a little bit of that. We're going to do... Oh, I wanted to have a look how much coal there was left, didn't I? 19. Gee, that is a lot. That's 11 coal it used. And you'll see how far we've gone in a moment. Let me just check quickly around here. On the plus side, we should have got plenty of basalt, if nothing else, and blackstone. Right, let's go back. So, go down this side first. I'm not going to worry too much that I can't see the underside, because there is something I want to do. I do want to show you when we get a bit further down. But this is a big old tunnel, a massively huge old tunnel. Way bigger than I ever expected it to get, certainly off of that level of coal. That is super efficient. It's a shame about the lava pockets and the likes, but let's just, well, let's continue on down to the lava. We'll cut through and then we'll check the other side and then we come back. So what I'll do is, rather than have you walk all the way along with me over this way, we'll I'm going to go to the end of the tunnel. I'm going to get my, let's see which coordinate is going. It's the last one. Okay, Then we can just do some maths when we get to the other end of the tunnel, and that'll tell us how big a tunnel we managed to dig using that much coal. And surprisingly, how little debris we got. I would have expected, given the sheer volume of stuff, that we would have had more, but what do I know? Right, not seeing anything significant down here, so let's get to the end of the tunnel. Let's make a note of the number, which is 1148 positive. And then I'm going to head back. I will come back to you once I've got to the thing I wanted to show you, and then we'll continue with the experiment accounting later. But right now, let's just hit this thing down, and I think what I will do is I will chuck most of this into the storage system. I don't really need that anymore, and yeah, I'll be back in a bit. Alright, now I found several of these as we dug through them, but we've got a little bit of lava over that way. You can see just how big this tunnel is. It's huge. Again, not done the count yet, but Nether mine shafts, which are added by, I think, I can't remember the mod. There is a mod that adds this stuff, and I cannot remember what it is. I feel useless now. Now, they don't, in of themselves, add a huge amount, but of course these are at Y18, but the one beneath us is lower down. There are blaze spawners down here in this place, and there are generally minecarts. So in theory, one of these could cut through an ancient debris as well, so worth a look. Obviously, from a point of view of oh, hello. Let's just do that. Yep, don't ever trust gravel ever when it's on the floor. Now these are interesting. As opposed to those, which obviously would form nether quartz, but having a look around in this space might just yield us some goodies, and we don't have quite the same hazard pieces we have. I mean, obviously there's lava, there's fire, there's blaze. I should probably make sure that I'm actually wearing my gold fire protection chest plates as well, so I'll have double fire protection actually, just to avoid, you know. Yeah, those are, I think this takes us back to the tunnel, and I could grab the shroom lights as well, but I'm not desperate for them, and we can always get shroom lights the alternative way, can't we, by farming them? So that's a thing too. I'm probably going to get myself well and truly lost, but not seeing anything over this way. But we can hop down and have a look on these lower tunnels, because these are where, if there is any debris exposed, we will find it. And these go all the way down to bedrock, which isn't terrifying at all. Wow, it's dark down here. Okay, I'm going to continue on looking around. I'll be back in a bit. Alright, I've been wandering around in these various mine shafts for a while. In all, if I'm honest, they're largely not worth it. I did find another couple of netherite blocks. They do blend in really, really well though with this dull stone. So I may have walked past quite a lot. It's entirely possible because they blend in really well. It's the easiest way for me to show you is for me to place one down. Let's see. I mean, it's not great blending, but it's blending. You know what I mean? It's enough that you are going to struggle to spot what's going on. But these things keep cropping up all the way down here, and yeah, there's just a lot. Laura. Cave. It just goes on and on and on. Very much like me, really. But anyway, let's just get rid of you. Get my warp stone, and let's just go back to the portal. So we did get a fair bit of stuff, which I'll go through in a moment, but I just wanted to have a look at how far we'd actually travelled from the on those 11 pieces of coal. And we started here, which is 8. So 1140 blocks in the Nether. That is quite insane, because that's what, 8,000 odd blocks in the overworld. So if I really wanted to go somewhere, this old beastie is actually pretty good. Anyway, let's not hang around here. Let's head back to the overworld briefly, and then I want to show you some of the new biomes. But let's go and have a look at what we got, and then I'm going to try and sort out what I've got from the two various things. And yeah, pop the tunnel ball back down in its garage in the bottom of the earth, where we will probably use it again, although I will need to change its filters up to use the rocks. Hang on. I think I've just gone too far. How's that they're going? That's the bedrock ceiling. What's going on? Anyway, whoa, good grief. First things first, let's go and see how our cobble gens got on in the time that it took for that to do. Which was a lot. It's not the fastest tunnel bore in the world. That would be called Ernie, but he was a milkman. Sorry. Well, that was a Benny Hill joke. So not bad. We've got plenty to move and put into there. So this is all well and good. What are you looking like? You've got stuff, and then you've got stuff. Now, if I were to be honest with myself and put all of the, let me just wear that, put that away, get rid of all of the things I picked up along the way, except for that rail, which we'll need in a moment, a bit of gold. Then well, I'm going to go down and put down the bore, and then we can clear out what we want, bin what we don't want. I probably need to make another chute as well, don't I? Because if I make a chute, then I can set up a garbage disposal in the at the base of the. Let's head to the warehouse first. Oh, wrong way. Right, I'm going to pull myself together. I'll be back in a moment. Okay, we are here. Now, I have got an absolute metric crap ton of this dull rock. And the easiest way to deal with this is basically chuck it all down the chute into lava. We've got a whole load of blackstone, we've got the shimmer stone, we have got shroom lights, we've got nether bricks, we've got basalt, we've got gold, we've got stuff and more stuff. And then I think around this side we've got even more stuff, maybe in one of these perhaps. Yeah, here we go. But again, most of this is actually stuff that we want, so that's not a problem. The side that is the problem is this one with all of this crap in it, and the that is probably the easiest way of dealing with it. And see, you know, what we got left. So that's my next job. Just clear out the garbage and see what we got left. And I can do another stack of that. So that. Okay, won't take me too long. I did try and stick a hopper minecart on the top of that. Didn't play very nicely. So I don't think we're going to get... Wow, there's quite a bit left in there, isn't there? I don't think we're going to get much joy out of that. But yeah, this works. I'll come up with a better way of doing it at some other point. I mean, I suppose I could just dump a chest down, fill the chest, and then break it. The only problem is I'd lose the chest, which is not actually a major problem because it's only wood. And I don't think it's going to be a great deal faster than this. So, yeah. This is fine. This is all fine. Back in a bit. Alright, I have, well, I put better end stuff up here and also here and better end wood there. So that's the thing. Got basalt, all of this now. We've got more blackstone than we know what to do with. Got all the basalt, all of that have come down, and I put a lot of the stuff down. Now we've also got purple blocks, so we can definitely take those. They probably go into misc, but my misc chest is getting, well, full. So what do we do with all of the misc? Is a very good question. I can make a tier 3 oak barrel and put another, I mean, I could probably take that out, and let's have a look at a diamond barrel, diamond chest. You know what? There's an even easier solution, isn't there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Grab a little bit of wood. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get in there. Give me a bit of that. Give me a bit of that. That gives me that. You can go there. You can have a bit of... Well, actually, no. We'll just leave you. See, because that's even bigger. So, realistically, we could take everything out of there, put it in there. I'm not going to, because miscellaneous is one of those things that we shouldn't really have, but we generally have, because there's lots of silly little bits and pieces that we don't want. So like slimes, they can go into the slime chest. Lovely. Chorus flower, and for that matter chorus fruit, can probably go into that. I've got more kelp than I know what to do with, so we'll just get rid of you. I don't really need it right now. We got my 4 ancient debris, which of course goes with the 4 that we picked up in the tunnel, gives me 8. And if we grab, don't suppose I got any coal out of that, did I? No, because I know where the coal is. There you go. Oh, you don't use that, do you? That's right. So we're going to take you and you. And that. Get that lot underway. While I'm actually thinking about it, we'll have all that coal. That was my wood that I was working on. Yeah. And the coal can go away as well. A tidy storage system is a sign of a tidy mind, apparently. Enchanted books. We got this freezing 2. We've got bee surge 2, and we've got health synergy 3. I've got no idea what half of that does. I do need to check it up. But you know, for now they're away. They're stored. We'll get on with them later. A bit of gold, a bit more gold. So while we're at it, there's a bit of gold glowstone dust, so we might as well have you as well. Glowstone and gold. But you see, the fun bit, the stuff we've got loads of, apart from certain mob drops, is all of this extra endy bits and pieces. So, you know, we've got we can have that running. Different light blocks, which are, quite frankly, awesome. They really do kick booty. But there's a few bits and pieces that we got. There's a few bits and pieces we need to continue working on. But for example, all of the plants from the end, including the various bits, have got loads of those, so that's a thing to keep in mind. But they can all go up into here with all of the other plants from the end. Most of these, you know, are fairly straightforward, I hope. Mob drops. Well, we've got the dragon head. That's an obvious one. Not, I'll note, from actual end cities. Crashed end boats, actually, for that one. So I've got a little bit of you. What else we got that we can get into the right places? Blaze rods can go away. They can go away. That can go away. The problem is with this system that I have immediately spotted is it is slow. It is seriously slow. So yeah, I think I need to come up with some way of speeding it up, maybe using, you know, hop on my carts or something. Don't know exactly. Not really my area, I'll be honest. That kind of thing. Walls, there we go, thank you. And yeah, we'll have all of this sorted very shortly. But what I'll do is I'll just keep putting away the various miscellaneous bits and pieces that are interesting but not whoa, if for want of a better word. And we'll come back and see what the last few bits are. See you in a moment. Alright, after sorting everything, the last two things we've got are the panic necklace, which I don't think I'm actually wearing. This increases the wearer's movement speed after taking damage. I've also got this thing which increases while sprinting, so this is a bit that gives me that. Now I've put one of those in there. I will keep another one of these in here because the other one we've got, which is interesting, let's go and give this a try. Let's just go home. Night time, so maybe a quick snooze before trying this out. I see you up there, Witchy. And what we're going to do is we're going to swap out our trainers for the aquadashers, which allow me to run on fluid while sprinting. Love it. Now obviously you can't wear both at the same time, but that is actually quite a neat little trinket. You couple up the 3 trinkets we're carrying there, in addition to, you know, that's not a trinket, but if we actually look at artifacts, if I could spell. Yeah, there's a whole load of kitty slippers, there's your bunny slippers, steadfast spikes, your flippers, there's all your fists. I mean, we've used quite a few of these before. The everlasting beef, the eternal steak, lucky scarf, sorry, been a long day. Yeah, but that's not bad. Now, what I want to do is, and I realise we're not getting a huge amount done. What's the word I'm looking for? On the builds at the moment, and I will come back to the builds. The builds are something I want to play with. But what I do want to do is go to... I took our bridge builder, which I didn't bring with me, so we're not going to be going very far or exploring very far. But I took our bridge builder out and I pushed myself across a few islands. Certain islands I didn't bother bridging, I just ender pearled or hang glided, paraglided I should say. And this is where we ended up. Coming through here, they've seen me bay. Ow. Stop it. You are annoying. What did I do to you? Did I this was what we moved into. This gorgeous. I mean, look at that. Bulb vines. That just speaks volumes of prettiness. Tanara flowers, which appear to vine as well. These things on the edge, which I can't see. There we go. Twisted moss, Tanara bark. So, yeah, I just thought this was stunning. I mean, again, I recognise there are people who do not like this kind of brightly coloured end mod, and that's fine. Give me. Hello. Hey. No. Where's he gone? Where do you go? Can't have gone far. Did you see where it went? It's some kind of glowworm, I think. Glow bug. I need to stop looking. Actually, what I need to do is put some netherite on my other helmet. And I did not quite make that. Nope. I don't even know if it's up there. Now, but this is pretty. I think it's probably going to be, even though most of what I've been doing this episode has been all about the boar and how to abuse that particular little piece of technology. Where's it go? No fair. I'm sure we'll get another chance at one. Let's where's my snips? Snip. Do need to give these a bit of a mend actually. So they come in. Oh, that was a doesn't seem to matter which one you harvest, they are all the same, which I'm not going to complain at, to be honest. That's got to be better than having to like carry 17 different colours. We've got a little bit of twisted moss. We'll have to have a look how that grows. Glowing bulbs. I think they are used for a lantern recipe. Yep, terminite, iron bulbs. So that gives us another light source, which I'm never going to say no to another light source. I see you. Silk moth. I know that was a horrible thing to do, but Bossum Blairis and things, okay. Blairis. They're Blairis. Oh. A silk moth nest. And I've got a silk moth. Interesting. Anyway, yeah, I just wanted to share this biome basically because I think it was pretty. I mean, it was pink, very pink, but I also want to have a quick peek. What's not keen on the logs. I'm not sure that I would ever use those. Bushy grass. Yeah, not going to let me eat those. I ain't hungry. But yeah, this is just very chaotic, I'll be honest. But I do love this mod. It just gives such a massive boost to the variety. The end is such a boring dimension. I mean, it's a scary dimension. But beyond scary, it's boring. You know, this is the end normally, without the glowy bits, because obviously you wouldn't normally have shaders on it. But this is it. This is everything. This is what you can expect from it. And every now and again you'll get a city or something, which boring. Now that doesn't add much, but it certainly makes it more colourful and less boring. what I need to find is an end city. And it is taking me forever. And better still, when I do find the few that I've found, they're not the ones with bloody boats. So consequently, oh, different coloured biome over there as well. Consequently, even that's not helping me a great deal. Anyway, oh, that's another ring up there. We are in. I need to go back and trade in my clerics a bit and get some. Oh, sorry, sir. I thought you wanted something for the weekend. I was just giving you a little bit off the top. Yeah, that was an error. But yeah, so I need to trade and maybe get some more potions, get myself a little bit further along. But realistically, what I want out of this place is some wings. And you know, you watch these big server things like the Hermitcraft, for example, and they go out, they're coming back. Oh, we only went out for a couple of hours and we've got 7, and it's like, how? The only way that I can think that you could find 6 or 7 end cities in the end within a couple of hours is if you know the seed and you look it up on the web somewhere and you generate the seed up. I can't think of any way that you could legitimately get, well, I mean, other than RNG, but they seem to do it all the time. So anyway, that sounds a bit bitter, so I'll not be bitter about it. I just want to find myself an end city with a boat, with an elytra, so I can then go off and do elytra stuff, because I don't do elytra stuff much. I'm not a big one for it, to be honest. Big ghost birds. But at this point, we're really not finding a lot about. And I didn't bring the bridger with me, so unless I want to try and do it manually, which is not my bag, then we'll either walk around and try a different route or carry on. But anyway, I don't want to spend the rest of this episode searching the end, so I think on that note I'm just going to leave it here. Hopefully between episodes I will be able to find myself a city. I'll keep popping back in and, you know, having the odd look. But until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys. I will see you soon. Bye for now.